Hello everyone, this is day 82 of building a house every day for 100 days. Let's get into it here. Kind of get this like cliff on the left, and then I'm gonna make this more kind of gradual hill on the right. So I'm just kind of sloping it up slowly here. The red is where stone's gonna be, and the green is gonna be grass and like dirt. So I'm just kind of getting that filled in here. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna build yet on like the top. I didn't really have any kind of plan going into this. I just kind of decided to start stream and build it. So if you want to catch the next one and maybe have some input on what I build next, hop in the stream, you know, subscribe so you get notified, I guess. The stream on YouTube. But I'm happy with the shape of the cliff and like the landscaping stuff. So, you know, replace everything with a proper like block using World Edit. Get some smaller details in. I get cobblestone stairs and like rooted dirt. Just kind of like blend everything in, make it look a bit more complete and like detailed. Pretty happy with it. Get started on the stuff at the top here. I was really unsure what I wanted to build. At first I kind of had like a wizard tower kind of thing in mind. The plan changes a lot though throughout this build, so for the first minute I kind of scrap a lot of stuff here. First I kind of build this thing, it's just too thick, it looks very wrong, it doesn't look good. Try like hollowing out the shape instead, making it a bit like unnatural. Again, just doesn't look good. Really struggle here for a minute. So you know, sorry about that. Scrap it again. Kind of go for like a square this time. I'm thinking like maybe like a castle kind of vibe with like two attached houses. Like I guess one attached house, but like it's like these two sections. So start getting the frame in here. I like the idea I was going for, but again, it just kind of doesn't really work as well as I was hoping. Wasn't a fan of the shape. I didn't like the way everything connected. It was just kind of rough. As I'm struggling to build this, if you enjoy the video, you know, consider subscribing down below, like the video as well. I appreciate the support. I also got a Patreon, link down below. You know, $3 and you get like 82 houses so far, so you know, I really appreciate it. Finally settle on the final shape here. I go for this like stone tower. Took me absolutely forever to settle on this, but you know, start getting the texture in. Tough cobblestone, stone brick, stone andesite, and then you know, polished andesite and light gray concrete powder on the top. Just gonna get like a nice gradient on it. You know, finish that up. Kind of like start figuring out how I want to detail it. Pretty much everything I try to do just doesn't really work as well as I was hoping. So kind of settle on a more like classic kind of castle, like a perfect cylinder. Carry the gradient up to the top. Put like these like points. I don't really know what you call them. Just like the kind of like classic castle shape. Get this kind of like connected house over here. At first I put a frame on it, but then I decided to just make it like flat walls and like texture them. So you're just diorite, calcite, and concrete powder with some wool in there. Again, wasn't really sure what to do with the roof of this house. Messed around with a few different like block palettes. It's kind of the theme of this house. Is just stuff really didn't like go as smoothly as it usually does, and like just happens sometimes. Sometimes creativity doesn't really come as easy, but that's fine. Get this like red roof on it. I was kind of asking like the live chat, because you know I was streaming, what they wanted, what they thought. So settle on this red. Kind of make like a bit off center. I was planning on having the second house on the right here, like the second part of it. Get the frame in. I decided to scrap it though. I feel like it covers way too much of the actual castle part of the build. So instead I decided to kind of like focus on detailing this like main section and kind of like making it just look good, make it fit better. Raise everything up a block so I could put kind of like a porch on it. Put a fence around. Sort of actually finally like the way it's coming along, but it still is a long process until I get it to where I want it to be. Bring this part of the porch in a bit. because I was thinking of putting like a well there. I didn't end up putting a well, I'll put something else, but you'll see that in a minute. Start seeing how I could like texture and add some shape to the castle part, but I just don't like the way anything looks. So I end up scrapping that. Get some other detail stuff in, put these like trapdoors and signs. I like the way it looks. I think it makes it look a bit more detailed, a bit more like full, kind of like an actual structure. I get this kind of like covered roof patio kind of thing in over here on the right. Kind of looks pretty weird, but I like it. I think it came out pretty good. Get this table here on the left. Kind of shrink the like covering. Make it fit better, in my opinion. Some flowers, some pressure plates, get like this carpet, kind of like rug. Add some flower pots on the windows. Put some more hanging lanterns as well in a second. Just kind of fill the space up, add a bit more color because it's very gray. Head back over here to the front. Start working on a well. First I was going to put it up on the top, but I started putting like a campfire area there instead. Just think it fit better. It didn't block the view as much. Kind of fits the vibe more. The chat really wanted a well, so I try. I don't know why. It just wasn't... The blocks weren't really placing how I wanted to like place them. Something was just kind of off. Start putting the roof in. It just looks really wrong. It looks really off balance. I couldn't make it as tall as I wanted because it would block the cliff, and if I made it any bigger, it would hit the side of the cliff. Just don't really think it was like meant to be in this build, unfortunately, so I scrap it. I think I'll do something cooler anyway with that space in a second here. Put a path in. Quickly kind of like texture the path. Just podzol. Just podzol and like coarse dirt. Some spruce slabs kind of make it so you can walk up. I get a quick river in down here. Put some sand. I think this is kind of a better use of the space anyway. I like the way the waterfall looks. I think it adds a lot to it. Get a quick bridge over it. Couple lanterns. Finally start getting the grass in and stuff. Kind of like finish off the space outside. A bunch more fences and lanterns here. Grass, ferns, tall grass. Put some leaves over here on the left. I think that really like finishes off the outside. I think it was like kind of like a bit difficult to get to this point, but I like the way it came out in the end. Let me know what you think of it down below in the comments. What you would have maybe done differently, because this is definitely a bit more of an experimental, kind of weird house. Not sure how I like it, but I think it's pretty good. Just fill in the roof here. Put this thing up there at the end of the video. You'll have to see for that. Have to wait and see for that. And inside, at first I was kind of just gonna like put a normal interior in here, but someone in chat suggested I do like a spiral staircase up this middle part, which is what I do, but it actually takes up like most of the space in the whole house, so the interior is a little weird because of that. Put a library on the top, a bunch of lanterns, a bunch of books, mix in some chiseled bookshelves for some like variation. Bunch of flower pots up here as well in a second. Fill them in for some color. Put some paintings, some candles. About it for like the tower part. Always like the top of the tower part. Head back downstairs. Got a kind of quick rug area. I put some like chests and armor stands under the stairs. You can't really see it right now. Quick kitchen, of course, get the fridge in there. Go for a loft up here, which kind of connects to the staircase. It lines up pretty well. So like a quick living area, like a bed, kind of like a desk set up. Bunch of paintings, candles, lanterns. Go back downstairs, put a bunch of paintings, like a dining area. You can see this kind of storage area there. Here's an armor stand. I decided to kind of actually like dye and like chisel the armor, or not chisel, sorry, trim the armor. Come outside here. At first I kind of thought I was done. People said to put a chicken, so I can't really figure out how to build a cage, so I just throw a chicken inside here. Which looks pretty good. It's funny. Chicken in there. Real quick, I head up to the top. Of course, missing from this house, obviously. Gambling, quick roulette table, you know. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Consider supporting me on Patreon. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.